Yeah, here looking bad. Damn it, they say 58. 58 and 7. 58 and 7, and I ain't talking about lighter hue folks. I'm talking about 58 and 7. They damn it, we're typically talking about darker hue people. Let's go to Chicago right now, man.
Weekend in Chicago as President Trump continues to set his eye on the city, threatening to send in the National Guard as early as this week. At least 52 people have been shot in Chicago over the Labor Day weekend. 7 of those victims died.
The violence included 3 mass shootings that happened at Haddon in California, in Chicago's Humboldt Park neighborhood, and 2 in Chicago's Bronzeville neighborhood, 35th and State and 36th and Cottage Grove. ABC 7's Jasmine Miner talked to people in Bronzeville about concerns about 2 mass shootings happening within 48 hours.
Many here in Bronzeville describe the neighborhood as on the come up, and they say they're not going to let the violence stop the positive work they're doing. For one woman, that means keeping kids healthy, active, and on the field.
We're gonna push through because it disservices the kids.
Alexis Hawthorne, owner of the top-tier university football youth program, says even gun violence won't keep her from serving kids in need. Their practice comes just a few hours and down the road from a mass shooting early this morning. 5 people were shot near 36th and Cottage Grove near Ellis Park, including a 17-year-old who was in critical condition.
At the end of the day, to have one person that was critically injured and 4 folks in the hospital, whatever the situation was, it was senseless.
It is the second mass shooting in Bronzeville in the last 48 hours. The other happened on Saturday night near 35th and State, where 7 people were hurt during a drive-by. Those like Alderman Pat Howell are taking action, telling ABC 7 in a statement, "I have long asked for additional police manpower to deal with large illegal gatherings and pop-up parties that routinely occur throughout the Bronzeville neighborhood." It follows Mayor Brandon Johnson signing an executive order this week to avoid the Trump administration from sending the National Guard into the streets of Chicago.
Us as people, we can come together and fix it out on our own. We don't need no one to come here and, wreck shack our community.
Others think the troops could help.
I got kids, and I want to see the community better. I run every day out here. I exercise out here. So for the street to be safer, I think it's really good.
But Hawthorne says her football program does just that. Teaching kids a healthier way to have fun.
We're going to do whatever it takes to make sure that these kids have somewhere to come.
Alderman Lamont Robinson tells ABC 7 that Chicago police do have 1 person in custody from the shooting this morning.
This is why, like, a lot of times it's like a good idea to not listen to women. I am so sorry. I can't believe what she had done said. I truly can't believe. But shout that baby out for doing something in the community. I guess she giving back to the community. You know what I'm saying? She doing something with the kids, stuff like that right there. But baby, stick to doing things with the kids. Don't stick to saying what you just had done said, because it don't make sense.
No police manpower to deal with large illegal gatherings and pop-up parties.
The 3rd ward person say he been asking for additional police manpower and have not been getting it. We is so stuck, and the mayor, shout out to the mayor though, has been so stuck on Trump ain't finna send no National Guards in this bit. We ain't finna do it. We ain't finna allow him to do it. Y'all just had 50, damn it, the number's up to 58. I know that they said 53. The number's up to 58, people.
Routinely occur throughout the Bronzeville neighborhood. It follows Mayor Brandon Johnson signing an executive order this week to avoid the Trump administration from sending the national.
He's signing orders. Don't bring the military around here. They done had 2 mass shootings in a weekend.
National Guard into the streets of Chicago.
What?
Us as people, we can come together and fix it out on our own.
No, we can't. Y'all, 58 lady, 7 dead, 58 shot. We cannot. Say it again, sister.
Into the streets of Chicago.
Us as people, we can come together and fix it out on our own. We don't need no one to come here and.
We do need white folk to come on in and fix the goddamn problem. Damn it, I know that y'all don't want to say it. We need white folks to come on in there and solve the damn problem. Notice something. I don't know if everyone who was shot was black. In my opinion, everybody who was shot was black.
Wreck shack our community.
You mean wreck shack y'all community? 58 people The shooters is already wrecking the community.
Others think the troops could help.
I got kids, and I want.
See, now listen to Buddy. Buddy said that he got kids, and he don't sound like that he's African American. See, African Americans don't like Trump. Can we just keep that 100? African Americans, they don't like Trump. YNs don't like Trump. You know what I'm saying? Which is strange to me, you know, old true player out here in these streets. But he's not African American, and he's saying, I want the community to be safe. The community is not safe right now. He out there walking and running with the dog or some fly shit like that right there. He want his kids to be safe. Like people who care about family, people who care about their property taxes, all that shit, they want to be in a safe community. Bitch, if you got to send God back around that bitch to stop these YNs from killing each other, you know what I'm saying? And or possibly killing me. Bitch, y'all don't send everybody around here. Listen. Send them to the neighborhood. I'm going to sit on the porch and pass out some sweet tea. Mm-hmm.
Others think the troops could help.
I got kids, and I want to, I want to see the community better. I run every day out here. I exercise out here. So for the street to be safer, I think it's really good.
But Hawthorne says her football program does just that.
She says the football program does keep them safe. Did she not listen to the numbers before like she did like the interview? Because they said there were 53 then. It's 58 now. It's 7 shot that dead. Did they tell her, 58 people had got shot? She's saying that her football program is keeping them safe. Buddy say, I wouldn't mind the people coming on around here to keep the community safe. She said that her football program is keeping them safe.
Yeah. So for
then how the hell 58 people get shot?
Street to be safer, I think it's really good.
But Hawthorne says her football program does just that. Teaching kids a healthier way to have fun.
And they still shooters. Oh, we ain't done. Come on, Mayor Brandon. Say that flash shit. Watch it, look it up.
Federal troops in the city of Chicago.
Go on, pimp.
No militarized force in the city of Chicago.
Okay.
We're going to defend our democracy in the city of Chicago.
Fact.
Are you prepared to defend this land? If this president decides to continue to break this Constitution, it's going to be the labor movement that stitches it back together.
So people's going to do something if he decide to send in the troops. But y'all ain't decide to do nothing about all the goddamn shootings. If I'm not mistaken, last year numbers was slightly low, if I'm not mistaken. And I'm going to need for y'all in Chicago to go down and get your numbers up. Come on, now y'all got to do better. Well, it's just Labor Day. Like, if it was Father's Day or something, 4th of July, New Year's, Christmas, Thanksgiving, now y'all do be having them high-ass numbers. I got to give y'all support on that right there. Go ahead.
Chicago Mayor Brandon Johnson rallying against President Trump's offer to deploy federal troops to help the city fight crime. Now, this despite a violent holiday weekend. At least 7 people were shot and killed and dozens more wounded. Kata Truss lives in Chicago. She is the director of the Community Roundtable and joins us now. Great to have you back on the show. I want to read to you what's in Mayor Johnson's executive order. He says the city will pursue all available legal and legislative avenues to counter coordinated efforts from the federal government that violate the rights of the city and its residents. You're closer to the people than we are, and we'd love to hear what you think about all of this that's going on, especially the very tragic news from over the weekend.
Yeah, what you think?
Well, first of all, this has been a very violent weekend in the city of Chicago. As a matter of fact, the last several weekends in Chicago have been very violent. And so when Mayor Johnson stands there and talks about taking over the city and not letting troops come in, is as opposed to what? As opposed to the high crime that's here, as opposed to the murders and the violence that's going on, as opposed to businesses being afraid to open their doors because they're constantly being robbed.
The businesses don't want to open up. They losing money out here in the doggone street. Listen, dog you folk. Listen. You politicians don't care nothing about you. Listen. Politicians don't care nothing about Democrats don't care nothing about you.
What's the point in this? The fact of the matter is this. Mayor Johnson has a dismal approval rating. And so going against President Trump probably in his mind seems like the right thing to do. He has never listened to the people and what we really want since he's been in office. And you know what is really happening here is I feel that the mayor is probably deflecting. He's deflecting from the fact that he mismanaged the city's money by supporting the migrant crisis. And he asked the Board of Education to take out a junk loan for the city to cover costs. That's basically what the loan is for. So now that the Board of Education has refused, most of the measures that he's really tried to push in this city have been turned down because they've been things that have not been beneficial to the people here.
We got to be slow. We as doggy folk, we got to be slow. I do understand that y'all don't rock with Trump and y'all don't rock with the Republican Party, and I understand that right there. But do y'all rock with like self-preservation or something like that right now? Do y'all love y'all communities or something? How in the hell do y'all support people who have not gotten the crime down, and then somebody offers help to get the crime down and that person say, no, we can continue to do it on our own? What? This shit been going on for what, 20, 30 years? 20, 30 years. But guess who been dying? You people. Y'all ain't got to like Trump. Y'all ain't got, we don't need National Guard. Y'all say all that fly shit. Y'all dying with no damn life insurance. Go ahead.
So, of course, he's going to go against whatever measures President Trump puts in place.
Right, so he would use politics and a fight with Trump in order to help his own standing, is what I hear you say. I want you to listen to some of these Chicago business owners to talk about what they're going through.
The city's not safe, you know, for the mayor and the governor to go on TV and use us as statics, as numbers. I mean, we're human beings. We're talking about real time. We have to hire extra security, private security on the street. We have to make sure that we advise all our patients when they go home and check the Uber. People can't even walk their dogs. I mean, this isn't...
Do y'all understand that there's hiring private security and telling these people to watch their 12, 360, and 9? They telling their people to watch out for you colored folk. Y'all's the ones doing the robbery. Y'all's the ones doing the robberies. These people who serve y'all community have to discuss business and tell each other, hey, watch your goddamn back. Damn it, them niggers out there.
To make sure that we advise all our patients when they go home and check the Uber. People can't even walk.
Oh, they're not telling other business owners. They telling their customers. He did say patrons. That's what's up. They telling their customers, watch your goddamn back. And I'm pretty sure like 9 times out of 10, a lot of their customers is non-black.
Their dogs. I mean, this isn't, to believe that the city is safe the way they made it sound in the press conference, it is wrong.
Kata, if Brandon Johnson were to change his mind today and take President Trump up on the offer, get some results like they're seeing in Washington, D.C., do you think that his approval would actually be harmed in the city?
Absolutely not.
I do believe that it will be harmed. People don't... If you rock with Trump, the black community is not rocking with you. It could be... Damn it, Jesus could be rocking with Trump. They'll dislike Jesus. They'll throw Jesus away. I promise you that right there. If Jesus came back right now and he with Trump and Trump had to bring, like they're doing the trip to Chicago, Chicagoans would be like, oh, hell nah, we ain't rocking with Trump. Damn it, we ain't rocking with Jesus. He a coon. You know, like they're trying to do with Snoop. But go ahead.
It may help him, considering the fact that his approval rating is at a dismal 1 digit. It might be something that can help him. But the fact of the matter is, it really doesn't matter about what Brandon Johnson says. It doesn't matter about his politics. What matters is the people. And the people here in Chicago don't feel safe. The people here in Chicago want the help that President Trump is trying to send here. So regardless of what the mayor says, we want the help.
Kata, thank you for being here. I think that there could be, perhaps news about this in the next week or so, maybe sooner. And we'd love to have you back.
This is horrible. You colored people has failed another weekend. But it's y'all fault. Y'all keep voting the way that y'all keep voting. Before Trump, back when, who was the last president? Biden. Y'all's numbers was high the last time Trump was in office. Y'all numbers was high. When both times Obama was in office, y'all numbers was through the goddamn roof. And I was like, so he's the president and he lives in Chicago. He ain't gonna send nobody around there? Hell no. And think about it. A lot of people from Chicago said that you can't even go on the street that Obama home was on. Hell, you probably can't go on that street now. You know what I'm saying? And shout out to our non-darker hue folk out here in these doggone streets. Y'all living in Chicago. Y'all living y'all best goddamn life and I ain't got to worry about you and or your children dying. Everybody else really don't have to worry about them and their children dying, especially in mass numbers. It's only you colored folk. Y'all let me know what y'all think. I appreciate y'all for rocking. I'm out of here, man.